just do what you love. Live it, share it, you know it's what you're dreaming of. What we love, what we do makes a difference in me and you.
Hi everyone, it's Pauline from Stamp with Pauline, Stampin' Stampede, and today I'm just going to show you how I've made this card. And again, it's using the colour challenge. So colour challenges and sketch challenges are really great ways of getting you back into card making and coming up with different ideas that you probably wouldn't have thought of before. So this colour challenge, the choice of colours that you had to use or could use, you can use some of them or all of them, it's up to you. It was pumpkin pie, mango melody, pear pizzazz, and Sahara sand, and then you can add very vanilla and black and gold are additional, but they're always the extras that you can add to it. So I've stuck with this pumpkin pie color scheme for this card, and I'm going to show you how I've done it. So you need to have a piece of base card, which is the pumpkin pie. You need a layer of Sahara sand, and this Sahara sand measures 10 centimeters by 14.5 centimeters. And you also need a piece of very vanilla cardstock, and the very vanilla cardstock is 9.5 centimeters by 14 centimeters. And I also have a little strip. It is actually 9.5 centimeters, so it marries across this piece, and the width can vary because depending on where you actually stamp, that needs to cover. So you can make that any distance that you like, but at the moment what that is about a centimetre and a half wide. I've also cut out a little banner, and that's going to have my words attached to it there. So the first thing you need to do is, the stamp set I'm using is Beautiful Friendship. Now you will notice on this card here that doesn't have the layer of Sahara sand, so I've added that into this additional card, so it'll just step it up a little bit. So Beautiful Friendship, and we're going to take the ink of the pumpkin pie, and what you do is just ink that up and then just off slightly to one side, about there, and then ink up again, rotate the cardstock and then leave a gap, and then what you're going to do is place that down. Now you'll see that I've actually just off-centered those, so you'll see that the large rose is on that diagonal there, and then just give that a clean and a dry, and then using also the pumpkin pie while I've got it out, I'm using the stamp set, so it is from the Ornate Thanks, and this little image die cut is actually from this set, which is the rectangle stitched framelets. So ink up this one and add, just turn it around so make sure it's up the right way, and we're going to stamp that. Okay, and then clean that. All right, so I'll give this a clean. And then what we're going to do is take the leaf out of Beautiful Friendship, and I'm going to be using Pear Pizzazz ink. So just randomly place some of the leaves. All right. And then what we're going to do is take some Tombow glue and glue this down to this Sahara sand layer. And I always put my glue this layer to this layer, because if you go the opposite way, you can actually miss where your layer is. So I always work from top to bottom. so as my card goes down, and then add some more Tombow. It's just on its last legs, this tube. Alright, and then taking the pumpkin pie layer, pop that to your base card, make sure it's center. Again, the advantage to the Tombow glue is that you do actually have a little bit of wiggle room with moving of that. So I'll just now lay, actually before I put that piece down, I want to add some of the Forever Fernery foil sheet. So just grab one of your leaves. That one's actually too big. So what you're going to do is just take one of, no, I don't really want that one. I want something that's going to tie in. So just using, I've just got all my bits stuck in here. I'll just use the same one I did last time. Oh, this one looks all right. What's that like? Yeah, that's not too bad. I could probably do 2 of those to vary it. No, I think I will go back to that one. I just got the DVD storage cases that I use for the Forever Fernery so that it's stored easier, because they do tend to pop out everywhere and get tangled. So just add a little bit now of the Tombow glue to that, and then I'm just going to tilt that sideways, and then okay, so we're going to re-add our piece of pumpkin pie back across here. So just make sure that goes onto there. And then using the foam strip, what I do with the foam strip is actually cut it up into strip lengths, so it's a little bit easier to manage as well. So if I'm not doing, I keep some whole for shaker cards, but if I've got some left over or I've used some bits, I actually pop that into here. So pop the words on, and then what we'll do is I'm going to add some of the gems for this. And we'll pop a few down here. Great way to use up some of your embellishments, just to add a bit of bling to your card. All right, so we have the 2 variations of this card, and so great idea. Then you can actually redo this and add more elements, take things away, or change the colors. So I hope you like that. Oops, sorry, move the camera. Bye.
So just do what you love. Live it, share it, you know it's what you're dreaming